Max Verstappen's thrilling victory at the 2025 United States Grand Prix Sprint was overshadowed by a dramatic opening lap collision involving both McLaren drivers, Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris. The race began with Verstappen leading cleanly from pole position, but the real action unfolded at turn 1. Piastri's McLaren was caught in a tag with Nico Hulkenberg's kick Sauber, sending the Australian into a spin and into Norris, immediately eliminating both McLarens from the race. This incident set the tone for a chaotic race, with Hulkenberg dropping down the order due to damage. Verstappen, however, remained unperturbed, handling challenges from Mercedes' George Russell and 2 safety car phases to secure the sprint victory. The sprint results were as follows. Formula One MSC Cruises United States Grand Prix 2025. Pause. Driver time points. 1. Max Verstappen, 37 minutes, 58.229 seconds. 8. 2. George Russell, plus 0.395 seconds. 7. 3. Carlos Sainz, plus 0.791 seconds. 6. 4. Lewis Hamilton, plus 1.224 seconds. 5. Charles Leclerc, plus 1.825 seconds. 4. The race took an unexpected turn when Russell, who finished second, was caught up in a late collision between Lance Stroll and Esteban Ocon, leading to a safety car appearance. This incident saw Russell settle for P2, with Williams' Carlos Sainz taking P3 ahead of the Ferrari duo of Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc in P4 and P5, respectively. The other Williams driver, Alex Albon, finished in 6th, while Red Bull's Yuki Tsunoda took 7th. Haas's Ollie Bearman, initially in 8th, was demoted to the back of the field due to a 10-second time penalty, promoting Mercedes' Kimi Antonelli into the last points-paying place. The sprint qualifying session held earlier in the day determined the starting order for the 100-kilometer dash, with the top 8 finishers scoring points. While Lando Norris set the pace throughout SQ1 and SQ2, it was Max Verstappen's Red Bull that ultimately swept through to take pole position in the final moments of SQ3, marking the Dutchman's 10th sprint pole, put Norris and teammate Piastri in 2nd and 3rd, respectively, while Hulkenberg grabbed an eye-catching 4th place for Kick Sauber. The race conditions were challenging, with all 20 drivers starting on the medium compound tires. As the lights went out at the Circuit of the Americas, Verstappen made a smooth launch away from the front. However, drama quickly unfolded behind as the pack entered turn 1, with Piastri's McLaren tagged by Hulkenberg, sending the Australian into a spin and into Norris, immediately eliminating the Briton from the race. Piastri initially continued, but was warned of potential suspension damage, ultimately unable to make it back to the pits, resulting in both McLaren's retirement on the first lap. Fernando Alonso also found himself out of the event, caught up in the melee amid contact with Hulkenberg while the safety car was deployed due to debris on the track. Hulkenberg, who called the incident a massive sandwich, dropped to P15 after a pit stop, while Stroll and Alpine's Franco Colapinto also pitted after an eventful opening lap. The race resumed on lap 5, with Verstappen leading Russell, Sainz, Leclerc, Hamilton, Albon, Tsunoda, and Bearman. The Red Bull driver Verstappen demonstrated strong restarts, holding on to P1 ahead of Russell. Further back, Antonelli's Mercedes was keen to make moves, attempting to pass Pierre Gasly in a fight for 9th. By lap 8, Russell had closed in on Verstappen, attempting a bold overtake at turn 12, but both cars ran wide off the track, with Verstappen rejoining ahead. The stewards noted the incident, but decided against further investigation. The Ferrari duo of Leclerc and Hamilton battled fiercely for P4, with Hamilton ultimately winning the fight to move ahead of his teammate. As lap 11 progressed, Verstappen continued to lead, with Russell, Sainz, Hamilton, Leclerc, Albon, Tsunoda, and Bearman following closely. The battle for the last points-paying position intensified, with Bearman closing in on Tsunoda, while Antonelli was also on the tail of the Haas driver. On lap 16, Further drama unfolded as Stroll attempted a lunge on Ocon at turn 1, causing the Aston Martin driver to lock up and collect the Haas car, eliminating Ocon from the race. Stroll, with a damaged car, pulled off the track at turn 3, prompting a second safety car phase. The incident between Stroll and Ocon was to be investigated after the sprint. The race resumed under the safety car, with Verstappen clinching his 13th sprint victory, crossing the line ahead of Russell, Sainz, Hamilton, Leclerc, Albon, and Tsunoda. Behrman, who had been running in 8th, was demoted due to a 10-second time penalty, promoting Antonelli into P8. Racing Bull's Liam Lawson and Alpine's Gasly missed out on points in P9 and P10 respectively. Kick Sauber's Gabriel Bortoleto finished 11th, followed by Racing Bull's Isaac Hadjar 12th, Hulkenberg 13th, Colapinto 14th, and Behrman 15th. A quarter of the field retired in this highly eventful sprint, with Norris, Piastri, and Alonso out on lap 1, while Ocon and Stroll joined the list of drivers who failed to see the finish. Key quote from Verstappen: "The start was good, then the safety car due to the turn 1 incident, and it took a few laps to find a decent pace. We need to figure out what happened there. Nevertheless, winning the sprint is the most important thing. Looking ahead, we need to be better in race trim to challenge the McLarens, as we haven't seen much from them yet.